Hi guys, welcome back to the Fit Refresh. My name is Sarah Martinez. I'm a health coach and weight loss specialist. I use the 3 pillars of health and wellness, fitness, nutrition, and motivation to help my clients build a plan for a better health and fitness journey. Today's episode is a little dose of motivation and the idea of being prepared for your health and wellness journey. So you want to get healthy? I'm going to give you 5 absolutely essential things that you must know before you start really digging in to your health and fitness journey. Let's go. Make sure that you subscribe to my channel and of course like this video if you found it to be helpful, information to be good. That way I know you are liking the material. Also, feel free to ask questions. I check the comments and questions that get emailed to me daily, and I'm always happy to give you the support that you might need. Number 1. Mentally prepare yourself for gradual results. I want to start off right here. This is a really important one. Mentally prepare yourself for the idea that this is not going to be a quick fix. So if you want to get healthy, you know that it's something that you need to do. It is going to be a lifelong commitment. So the real key is to know that it's going to be a process. If you think, I'm just going to do a 30-day program, I'm going to lose 50 pounds and it'll just stay off me forever, that way of thinking is going to get you probably feeling like you failed. I mean, that kind of progress is doable. It can happen. Well, 50 pounds in 1 month, that's a little dramatic. But, there are programs where you can lose a lot of weight very quickly. However, how is that going to sustain you and help you create healthy lifestyle choices for a lifetime? All right. And also, how do we create a lifetime where you still feel happy? You don't feel deprived. All of that is going to take time, and it's going to take you mentally preparing yourself that things are going to happen at a nice, steady pace. Number 2. Do not take on too much too fast. This is a really hard one because when we finally do get super motivated to do something, we have this all out feeling, right? It's like, oh my God, I feel it. And that's what days like New Year's resolutions and, big events really do for us. They get us to be highly motivated. And in those moments, we want to solve all of our problems in one swoop, right? So the key is not taking on too much too fast. And that means that you need to be able to break yourself down. You need to be able to look at all of the issues that you're dealing with, all the bad habits, all the behavior changes that need to happen, and then you need to chip at it a little bit at a time. I think what makes people, and what I find from most clients that I end up working with, is that feeling of not understanding how to identify the behaviors that are causing problems. That's really where we get into muddy water. Once we know what those problems are, the trick is just getting to deal with one at a time, break it down, find a happy way to approach each problem. Once that one's solved, you go on to the next one, and then by the end of it all, here you are, you're getting close to your goals. Number 3, this is very important. You need to be ready to be able to Number 3 is very important. You need to be ready with the tools so that when that inspiration comes over you and you decide to do something different, you have what's needed in front of you to be able to do it, right? So suppose you're sitting at home and inspiration strikes and you're like, I'm going to go for a walk. And you go get ready to go to the walk and you realize you don't have tennis shoes, right? Or you don't have the right appropriate walking wear or whatever. If you don't have the tools you need, it's going to be another excuse on why you can't do it at that time. Lucky for you, I put together a checklist for you. So if you check in the post down below in the description of this YouTube video, you can click on a way to get a free download from me that allows you to kind of go through your checklist of some things you might need in your kitchen, things you might need in your closet, things you're going to need in your bathroom, to be able to really prepare yourself for the idea of living a healthy lifestyle and making healthy choices when you can. So be ready when the time strikes. Even if you prepare all the stuff, you have everything you need, but you don't start it yet, that's okay, but have it there and ready so that when it does happen, when you do know it's time, you have everything you need to actually get the ball rolling. So you want to get healthy. This is an absolutely important step that you need to know. You need to understand what good for you food looks like. How do we do that? Well, you start to get more knowledge about the subject, right? You can go check out in my YouTube videos. I do a YouTube video about macronutrients, about what a healthy plate is supposed to look like. Do your research, check out those videos, understand what a carb looks like, understand what vegetables are good for you, understand what fiber is. These things are going to help you so that when the moment comes, when you're ready to start eating healthy, you can start to identify what is good and what is bad, what you should spend more time on and what you should spend less time on when it comes to food that you bring into your body. So understanding these things are important. The only way to get better on this step, this number 4, is by starting to learn more about the food that you're eating. So read labels. Try to understand what some of those words mean. If you're reading a label and you don't understand most of the words on the label, maybe you should either look it up so you understand it better, or maybe just try to stay away from things that have a lot of words that don't make sense. That's usually a pretty good trick that I try. If there's too many words I can't pronounce, I usually put it back on the shelf. The 5th essential thing that you need to know is that physical fitness doesn't have to be boring or traditional. Almost every client I've worked with will talk about physical fitness like you have to go to a gym, you have to get on a treadmill. And that is one way to do it. I mean, if that's something that someone enjoys, great. That's an awesome way to be able to get your cardio in or whatever. However, there's a bunch of ways to be more physical, to get more physical fitness in your life. And typically, the best way to do it is to do something that you really like. Now, you might be thinking to yourself, well, I don't really like any of it, right? But you have to find something. Maybe you love dancing. I have a good friend and another trainer actually who love roller skating. I mean, that is a great workout. Think about balance, core stability, cardio, leg strength. I mean, there's so many great qualities to that. So getting yourself just moving is the key. So typically for physical fitness standards, you want to get about a moderate activity, at least 30 minutes a day, or look at getting 3 to 4 hours a week. So let's do the math real quick. If I'm telling you you need to spend 3 to 4 hours a week getting more physically active, immediately the thought is, oh my God, that sounds like so long, right? Well, let's talk about it. 7 days of the week, 24 hours in a day. That's 168 hours over a 7-day period of time. You're telling me that 3 to 4 of those hours being dedicated to physical fitness sounds like too much? It really isn't. You got to start putting things in perspective. You got to start looking at life and breaking it down in a way that makes things feel manageable. Physical fitness doesn't have to be in a gym. It could be just you moving, getting out for a walk, walking up a flight of stairs a couple of times, getting on a trampoline, roller skating. There's a million ways to get yourself moving. The key is you just got to get yourself moving, right? Spend a little bit of that time per week focusing on getting your heart rate up, getting your body pumping, sweating. Guys, sweat is good. Enjoy it. Be prepared for that, because this is a huge puzzle piece that will help you realize your goals a lot quicker. My takeaway from today's video is that you don't need to make dramatic change all in one day to start seeing positive results. You just got to start chipping away at something a little bit at a time. However, you do need to be prepared for what's in front of you. You need to have the right mindset, knowing that it's not going to happen super quick, that you don't want to do too much too fast. You want to gradually get yourself there. Putting yourself in the right mindset and then having the tools available to you when the moment is right, whether it's in the kitchen, in the bathroom, or if it's in the workout room, whatever it is. If the tools are there and your mindset is in the right spot, you're only going to get positive results, mentally and physically. So start to think positive about what you got. Download my checklist so that you can start to really break down. Maybe you get the checklist and you're like, oh my God, I already have all these things. Well, there you go. Now you have a more positive mindset because you are now realizing that you do have the tools, and now it's just about getting up and getting it done, right? Which is a whole nother hurdle. You may download my checklist and look down the list and realize you have all the tools. And think about how empowering that's going to be to know that you didn't think you would be prepared, and however, you are. You have everything you need. Now it's just about letting that moment, when it comes up in front of you, to seize the moment, seize that opportunity that your body and the motivation that you're naturally, organically giving, and take advantage of it. All right, guys, go ahead and check out my website. If you have any questions, check out the link below for the healthy lifestyle checklist. And so you can download it and keep it for yourself and make sure you got everything you need. Or you can check out my website. It's on my website as well. And yeah, guys, we'll come back at it again next week. Just, take a deep breath. What you want is possible. Just continue making those small, little, tiny positive decisions and find yourself successful. See you next week.